Hello, hello, hello. This is the OSUIT Library, and today in this tutorial we're going to talk about Interlibrary Loan, or ILL for short. So Interlibrary Loan is kind of like how it sounds. If we don't have like a book or an article, we can actually borrow from another library within our network, and vice versa. They can also borrow things from us. So for the purposes of this, I'm going to say that I need an article. So in order to get that article, I first have to fill out the Interlibrary Loan request form. So to find that, I'm here at our website, library.osuit.edu. And down here in this menu, the second option is going to take you to this form. So for the purposes of this, I have actually already started filling it out, decided I wanted an article, like I said. So the very first question it's going to ask is, what material would you like to order? So you can do books, you can do articles, you can do media. So media is like DVDs, any of those. I chose article, and depending on which one you choose, it's going to populate a series of questions. Some of them you have to answer, some of them you don't. But for article, these first 4 questions here are required. So first thing you have to have is the journal title. Second thing is article title. Third is your author or authors, depending on what article it is. And then page numbers, or in my case, page number. Like I said, these first 4 are required. If you try to submit the form without answering those, it's going to say that it can't submit it. These last 2 are optional. I decided to include them anyways because I had the information whenever I typed it in. Don't have to. Whatever floats your boat. And now we've come to our contact information. So it asks for your name, first and last. And it's going to ask how you want us to contact you when your book or your article or your media arrives. So we can text you, we can call you, or we can email you. Any one of the 3. I decided on email. Maybe it's just me, but phone calls terrify me. And it's going to ask me for an email address, which I've just put here. I put our email address at okstate.edu. These last 2 questions are optional, but it does bring up something that you probably should keep in mind. So upwards on this form, this second sentence right here, most interlibrary loans arrive within 5 to 7 business days. So here's the thing with this. If it's somewhere within our area, so like Edmond, Low, Stillwater, for example, OSU Stillwater, that's not going to take very long, normally. But if we're talking out of state, that might take longer. So something to keep in mind is just, and I hate to pull out like the stern grown-up parent lecture, but just keep that in mind, maybe making sure you give yourself at least a week. I gave myself 2 weeks because, again, I'm an overachiever like that. And that lets them know when I need that material by. And if they can't get it by then, they will normally contact me to let me know. This last one, I don't need the material afterwards. So if they don't get to my request until, say, like August 1st, for example, and they see this, they're probably going to contact me and just let me know. But this is also beneficial if you're like me and you're very forgetful. I know I can be, and something magically appears and you're like, I don't need this anymore, but thank you. That's very helpful. But once you fill in all the required or optional, if you're feeling extra fancy, questions, you're just going to press submit. And then once you do, it's going to go to one of our librarians who is going to contact the library to get that article or that book. And then anywhere from 5 to 7 days up to 2 weeks, they will contact you and let you know that it's available for you to pick up. So hopefully that helps you. And have a good morning, afternoon, evening, day, night, whatever time you're watching this. And we'll see you in the next tutorial.